Hey everyone, it's Zach back with a new mortgage video. Hope you're all having a happy Tuesday. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back, where I'll try to demystify all things mortgage related. If you find this content helpful, please like it and subscribe. So I wanted to shoot a video today on the market because we had some very significant news today. The CPI inflation report came out, and it came out a lot higher than expected. For headline CPI, which includes food and energy, that number was 3.1% year over year, whereas it was expected to be 2.9%. And core CPI, which is the metric the Fed prefers to look at because it strips out energy and food, which the Fed doesn't have as much control over, that came in at 3.9%, whereas that was expected to be 3.7%. As a result, mortgage rates have really suffered today, have gone up a lot. Beyond the core and headline CPI, the most concerning thing about this report for me is the shelter component, which I've been saying for months now. This is the thing to watch, almost more so than the overall numbers, because this is the part of inflation that is keeping the overall inflation elevated. And in terms of CPI shelter, that came down less than 0.1% this month, whereas it had been coming, it came down 0.36%. We're starting to think, hey, maybe we've turned a corner and it's going to start coming down a lot more rapidly like rents have, which is typically a leading indicator, but it seems like it's going to be a much more up and down trajectory downward on shelter, and because of that, overall inflation. So what is the big takeaway from this news? Well, I've thought for a while that we are unlikely to see a rate cut in March. I think now there is next to 0% chance. The market thinks there's still an 8% chance as of today per the CME group. I would put it at like 0.01%. Next to no chance we're going to get anything but a rate pause in March. Now, with this news, you have to look at May. If this had come in as expected, I would say we're still probably not going to get a rate cut in March. We would have had to see significantly better than expected inflation for me to change my tune on that. But I would have thought, hey, there's a good chance at a rate cut in May if we had as expected inflation. The fact that we had hotter than expected inflation while the economy is still doing so well makes me think we are probably not going to see a rate cut even in May at this point. And to the credit of the market, they are thinking that too. We've gone from a month ago, there was 0% chance of a rate of the rate staying the same in May. Now there's a 63% chance that we have no rate cut in May. And even in June, there's a 22% chance that we have no rate cut. I would say, if I had to guess, June is probably the month that is most likely to see the first rate cut at this point. One thing to put out there, last week, New York Community Bank, a major bank, not quite up there with Bank of America or Chase, but a major player, had their Moody's rating downgraded to junk for the reason that they were holding a lot of commercial real estate loans, and the commercial real estate market is really suffering right now. I could see if this, along with other, especially smaller community banks, if we start seeing bank failures like we did last year with the Silicon Valley Bank, that would change things. I could see the Fed moving faster than they would like on the rate cuts if we start to see a trickle-down effect there. But at this point, assuming the economy stays doing well and inflation continues to come down, but not very fast, I think most likely the first rate cut is going to be either June or July at this point. As always, if you have any questions or comments, shoot them below or call or text me on my cell phone or email me. But thanks for tuning in to this video, and I'll see you next time.